Jersey is recognized for
Mr. Speaker, this is truly bizarre. We're talking about life and death issues, and I know technically you can speak about anything, but we're talking about life and death issues. We have seen witnesses disappear, go underground, so that law enforcement cannot protect us. Yet the gentleman, my good friend from Georgia, gets up here and talks about something which has nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do with what we're talking about. But I guess that's par for the course. So I thank the ranking member, I thank the chairman, I thank Mr. Connors for getting this legislation, and Mr. Cummings has done us all a great favor. Nothing is going to help law enforcement more than our trying to help the protection of the witnesses out there who view these crimes. Criminal street gangs have been a major concern all across this country and New Jersey. Law enforcement, and truly law enforcement cannot do its job if we do not do this legislation. I don't believe, Mr. Speaker, that there is a more significant thing that we can do in reversing the losing battle that we face at this point in attacking street crime and ending modern-day organized crime on the streets. You need viable witnesses who are not left to chance and risk and who will not be frightened or intimidated. In 2007, the survey was conducted in New Jersey by the state police. The respondents in 4 New Jersey municipalities out of every 10, that's 43%, reported the presence of street gangs in their jurisdiction during the previous 12 months, not only in cities, but in suburban communities. As a former mayor, I know how tough it is for our cities and communities to deal with gang problems all across the United States of America. Gang members are involved in violent and drug-related crimes and recruit young folks in our public. Catching and punishing the perpetrators of these crimes is often times difficult, if not impossible. Gangs are so pervasive in many communities that the threat of violent reprisal against members of the community or gang members who want to leave severely hinders law enforcement investigations. H.R. 1741 would provide a crucial missing link that prevents many of these crimes from being solved in the first place. This legislation will allow the Justice Department to begin offering grants to local communities to implement local witness protection programs. What have we come to? When we talked about witness protection programs, we think we're talking about something 20 years ago, 40 years ago. We're talking about now. We're talking about in our own neighborhoods. We're talking about our own families. That's what we're talking about. Ensuring witness safety, short and long-term relocation, and financial and housing assistance are essential to the effective investigation and prosecution of gang-related crimes, Mr. Speaker. The federal government must reach out to assist local police departments in keeping our communities and our schools safe. This bill will provide a critical service to many needed communities. And I thank those folks who brought it to the floor, and particularly Mr. Cummings, my good friend from Maryland. And I'm glad we can stay, most of us, on the topic at hand. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield back.
The gentleman from